One of the biggest complaints that we get with leads is disconnected numbers and wrong numbers. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you would like to learn a way that we have implemented with our Caboom Leads at kaboomleads.com to eliminate disconnected numbers or wrong numbers ever again, keep watching this video. Maybe you could implement it in some of your own marketing and advertising, but it is crushing it for us. It's doubling contact rates, it's increasing close rate, and it is our SMS verification process. We are getting to where we're doing a whole site overhaul so that all of our leads, and currently all of our most popular lead types for the most part are now SMS verified, which means it's 100% real, accurate cell phone. I'm gonna walk through the whole process. Currently, this is already live for Final Expense, IUL, Veteran Life is going live this week. IUL's been SMS verified for a while. FE's the last few weeks. Term Life has been the last couple weeks. And Annuity has been like that for months. However, I'm going to walk through the process of what that looks like. We're also, in the next coming weeks, as you go back to the site, it'll be true for General Medicare and all the other lead types that we do. And so we're working on several different continued innovation to keep making our leads the absolute best in the industry. And I'm confident for these types, we have the absolute best in the entire space. No questions asked, okay? And others that we'll keep adding this verification process too. But for this SMS phone verification process, the way this works is they see an ad online, okay? Let's just say it doesn't matter where it's from, but it could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, could be TikTok, even if it exists here soon. Could be Google, AdWords, could be, different types, right? Prospect sees an ad, they then leave the platform. Okay, there's a lot of vendors or marketers or advertisers, a lot of you that are using internal lead forms inside of Facebook. The problem with internal lead forms inside of Facebook and why we're doing a whole entire overhaul is internal lead forms inside of Facebook. Most people don't know this, but it pre-fills the information into the form. So I saw a stat recently that about I forget the exact stat, so I'm going to estimate, but it was a very large percentage. It was like 15. It was like 15 to 20% of all of the locations and phone information that come through internal lead forms are old and outdated and incorrect, right? Which is really high. Also, I saw a TikTok the other day where, and I don't mean what I see on TikTok is always true, but I've seen this multiple times and I've also heard about it. I've seen research about it, to where certain individuals within Facebook are actually paid to go fill out lead forms. Like they are paid by the amount of forms they go fill out through Facebook, as an example, right? Which also this verification process eliminates that from ever happening to you. There's several others. Also, you can't verify a phone number when it's in a Facebook lead form. So again, leave the platform. If a marketer or advertiser is using Facebook lead forms and working with you, just come to kaboomleads.com instead, okay? So they leave the platform. That means they click a button. They click, there's different buttons, right? It could be learn more. It could be sign up, right? It could be download. It could be get quote, right? Like all these different types of buttons. So they click a button, they leave the platform. They then start a 15-step survey. So like as an example, it would say something at the top like, hey, if you would like a affordable final expense insurance plan in your area, then fill out the short survey below. Something like that, right? To see if you qualify, okay? General example. So they start the survey by answering the first question. They then go and provide 12 to 15 pieces of information. FE is 12 plus the phone verification. IUL is 15, right? So it's 12 to 15 pieces of information. That's a lot, more than most vendors that I know, right? That I've heard of or seen. The amount of information you receive from a lead does improve the quality. If someone is telling you it does not increase the quality of the intent of the lead, they are wrong. Trust me. Okay? Then they fill out all this information. They go through this entire survey, question after question after question after question after question after question after question. Then they get to the very end. And when they get to the end, they have to stop. They have to click Activate Verification. And what this does when they click activate verification, right? Then they enter their cell phone number. A phone number box pops up. They enter their cell phone number. When they do that, they receive a 6-digit security code sent to their phone. Okay, sent to their phone. I think, I'm going out of frame for a second. I'm going to keep talking. I'm coming back. But I think I was working through this with a big client of ours earlier, and I'm trying to see if I actually just recently, yes, so I just recently got this text. Here is literally what it looks like. As an example, this was today at 9:05 a.m., verification code 194951. So I received the 6-digit security code to my cell phone, or the prospect would receive this to their cell phone. Do you ever get that in frame? Good. So they get this to their cell phone. Is this pretty sick or what, by the way? Let me know in comments below what you're thinking so far. Okay, they receive the 6-digit verification code. They go back into the funnel. And I could have kept going. Like, I could have talked about targeting on the front end, where we income target. We're targeting certain locations, certain counties, certain states. We're also targeting certain ages, all these different things, right? Interest levels. I could have did a whole thing before this about the targeting before you get to this, right? I'm not, because it's about this. Also though, I could have talked about all the steps afterwards of what we're doing after all these things that I'm about to touch on, where we're adding the agent's name and phone number and national producer number and picture and booking link and all these things to the thank you page of the funnel. We're also letting the prospect know who the agent that is going to be reaching out to them is before they even submit their information. We're also texting and emailing the prospect for the agent with all their information so they know who they are talking to. We had a win put in our Slack a few days ago last week, last 2 weeks, whatever it was. And the agent said they got to the door, they knocked on the door, and the person recognized them because we supplied their picture to the prospect, which was so cool. So they put the code in, which says, okay, your phone number is now successfully verified, right? Which is awesome. Because they entered the code. They then, after it's verified, they then opt in to TCPA and FCC one-to-one consent. Very important. I saw a TCPA disclaimer, a pretty good size agency doing millions of dollars a year earlier today. Their TCPA disclaimer only said, you consent to receiving text messages. That was it. I'm like, what? Like, what about phone calls? What about AI voice? What about voicemail drops? What about emails? What about all these other types of messages and automated technology and other robo-dialers, auto-dialers, all these other things that we include in our disclaimers most people don't think about. Very important. So they opt into TCPA, then they submit the survey, and the agent instantly gets the lead. We are going to get to very soon, I would say we're 30 to 60 days, probably in February of 2025. It will be true that all the lead types that we have are 100% SMS verified. We're very close. All the lead types. Currently, these. We're adding testing general Medicare now. Very close. Second, and we're in T65 Medicare and other stuff, right? Second, we are going to get to where all those lead types are also available on subscription for discounted pricing, for more regular delivery at a discount. And third, also planning in February, to add a screen recording of the entire process, store that in our CRM for the agent as a consent token for 5 years. Because right now, when you get a lead from vendors, can they prove with IP address and timestamp and a recording that the person actually submitted it? We're going to continue to level up and innovate and be the best lead vendor on the planet. Check out Caboom Leads with a C, caboomleads.com to learn about SMS verified leads. Here's our SMS verification process. You can go implement it on your own, or you could say, I'm just going to join Kaboom. Also, if you never tried an order, use coupon code YouTube to get 10% off your very first order at kaboomleads.com. Thanks for hanging. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in comments below what you thought. Like the video, and if you think other people need to see this, share it with them.